The Trevor Project is the nation's leading provider of suicide prevention and crisis intervention services for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and questioning youth. We know that there are about 5 million LGBTQ young people in the United States, and 1.5 million of them experience some form of crisis each year. When I joined the Trevor Project, the organization was about 18 years old, and I was the first technology position in the organization's history. So there was a significant digital transformation that took place over the course of 2 years that literally replaced every aspect of technology at the Trevor Project, from the infrastructure to the platform to creating a product-centric team and culture. The challenge coming in was first creating a single source of record and then bringing in our suite of applications to integrate with that single source of truth. Security is really important to the Trevor Project because we have a lot of data to protect. LGBTQ youth are already a vulnerable population, so their data is some of the most important information that we need to secure. But in addition to that, we also have staff data, we have financial data, we have volunteer data, and we have donor data. So security is front and center in every decision that we make at the Trevor Project. And so we actually started with a password management tool just to get people following best practices for user and identity security. And then we started looking at the experience and trying to get away from passwords into a passwordless environment. And that led us to evaluating Okta and several other single sign-on providers. The single biggest reason we went with Okta was reliability. We have a 24-hour operation, and volunteers and staff need to be able to get into their applications at any time, any day. In order to staff our volunteer program for our chat and text service, we have volunteers from all over the country, and many of them work from the comfort of their own home. So when we decided to move with Okta, we wanted to make sure that there was a secure and user-friendly experience no matter where they were logging in from. We essentially launched our entire new crisis services platform at the same time as rolling out Okta for our volunteers. So not only were they logging into Okta for the first time, but they were also logging in to the whole new suite of technologies that they would be using to save young lives. And that will take us from being able to train a couple hundred volunteer counselors per year to 50 to 100 counselors per month. So it's really going to be a key to our scalability over the next several years. For staff, Okta is how we start our day. For volunteers, it's how they start their shift. And it's the first place that we start as a team to save young lives. For the very first time, we're focusing less on technology and more on the services that we're delivering to young people. So allowing us to have less friction and not have to worry about things like usernames and passwords has allowed us to divert more of our attention into our life-saving services.